say we're gonna need you to sneak in there and do the best damn ninja job you can to try and get him out, if you can. And if you don't think it's possible, we'll devise another plan. But we're gonna try this one first.
Is this where the Ocean's 11 music kicks in?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the most qualified. I don't know. Like.
You're the only thief amongst all of us.
Yeah, but Bregor, doesn't he have like skills that can help out in this? I mean,
Bregor and I could kill everybody, but we don't want to do it that way.
I think the thing that's going to help us the most in saving JP are the potions you guys got from...
You don't know that, man.
You don't know about that, yeah.
Oh, I don't know those.
Yeah, you weren't there for that.
Okay, I don't say that.
So I say, what say you, Abigail? I mean, are you up to the task, or do you have another idea?
Yeah, sure, I'll try. Let's do this alone.
So you're gonna try and break in tonight?
So yeah, I'd say we wait till the dead of night, and Bregor and I will be outside inconspicuously making sure that you got backup in case anything goes wrong.
Alright, let's try that.
Okay, so what do you... I mean, night comes. JP, you get fed. It's not very good food.
Okay.
But the guards don't even talk to you.
Am I able to sleep and get any spells back?
Yeah, no problem.
I'll send you those over pretty soon.
Jen, when do you head out, and what do you do?
Well, what's the layout of the prison like?
You don't know. You haven't been there.
No, but from outside.
So there's a... I should probably make... So it's a circular keep with like a wall around it. That's where you guys got brought in to the central courtyard. And there's a building in the middle of it that rises up. He got led inside the building.
Okay. Is there any entry points?
Well, there's the
like
doors,
windows, doors.
which you go in. Yeah.
Is there guards I can see?
Yeah. There's guards on the wall, the circular wall.
There's how many? Like 2?
I mean, how long do you wait? Like, you see one guy kind of like walking around, you see another, but there could be more, and there might be more inside that aren't up on the wall. So you see 3, but there might be more.
Is there like a window or something, or just like
No,
that one
just
door?
Yeah, just the one door.
Well, I mean, the 2 guys don't have to not be there for looking at the building from outside, so I guess we could discuss this.
Yeah.
Guys, are you like next to me right now? I look back and I'm like, are there people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quit being a bitch!
Well, what the fuck do you want me to do? I just open up the door? Like, hey guys.
I mean,
I
it
guess-
is a fortress, you know,
Yeah,
it's
you're
designed to
dressed
keep
in
people
black. You're,
What?
right?
What did you say?
Dressed in black, you're all ninja'd out. Let's kind of do this thing.
Alright, okay, I tried to sneak in with my ninja clothes in
So-
a very stealthy way.
You like walk up to the front door and try and sneak in the front door.
I mean, that seems like a terrible idea. I don't know why the hell people are putting me up to this. But
Why don't we search for an alternate entrance?
Well, I asked for it, but he said there wasn't.
Not that you guys have seen yet.
Well, I mean, can we walk around the thing to make sure we don't see anything else?
Sure. You guys
Alright.
start walking around, and while you're looping,
Use your perception, Bregor.
Yeah.
while you're
Yeah.
looping around, 3 guys, 3 guards with pole arms and like full armor, kind of walk out to meet you, and they say, "Why are you walking around the keep?"
So I speak up and I say, well, they offered us a spot to sleep here tonight, and we didn't take it. Instead, we decided we were going to sleep at the inn, but we just wanted to check out what we were missing.
They kind of eye you suspiciously and say, "We have our eye on you."
Okay.
Oh, they're talking to us, not her?
Yeah, it's you.
All 3 of us.
All 3 of us.
My confidence in Abigail begins to wane.
Okay. They head back inside, and now like there's the normal guards patrolling, and then there's one guy like walking kind of with you guys as you walk around, staring at you.
Oh, jeez. I guess
What
we
happened?
We're being followed.
Yeah. He's like still in the keep, but he's clearly like walking with you guys and watching you.
Is this a setup where like the cage bars are you can like see the outside world from the cage that JP's in?
Well, JP is like within a building here. Let me make a doodle for you. I can do draw shape. Oh, I should move you guys to the right page. So if you look at Roll20, there's like this big keep. You guys are kind of like little dots. Why is it not drawing? Over here, you know, there's a doorway here, and then inside there's another building. It's like except in the dead center. So there's one door there, and then there's a door as well into here.
So JP's in the square part?
Yeah, JP is somewhere in this square part, but you guys don't know where.
Alright.
I mean, it's a legitimate fortress, you know.
All right, I say, you know what? Doesn't look like this is going to work out, so let's head back and just get some sleep and see what we can do for JP or Tuttabutt tomorrow.
Yeah. I guess so. Do we... Oh, never mind. Alright.
You know what? Then I think, who would be... well, then I say Abigail Bragor, do you know anything about this murder? Do you know anything at all? Like, why is this happening now?
Not sure.
You're not sure?
Well,
I
why
asked
does
you,
it even
you know,
matter?
and you're like, I'm not sure. So, like, maybe
Why
you
does-
know a guy that might have been murdered, but...
Yeah, but like, what does it change? We need to get him out of there. We don't really have.
See just how we approach this. If we know who's accusing him of murder, we can go cut their head off, and then there's no accusation.
I don't know who's accusing him of murder.
Well, who would have seen JP but not you?
I don't know.
Like, who did JP
Anyone could
only-
have. Anyone can see a big ogre.
Wait. So Bragor asked you... You were with
Yeah,
you
you
were,
actually don't know that either. Like, just saying.
Were we asleep?
No, you guys are back somewhere else
we're
doing
doing a montage.
drinking.
We were Marmontage.
He doesn't know I'm in, like, in that thing and involved in any
Okay,
way.
all right. So let's start over. I'll say this.
Okay.
Abigail, tell us about how you and JP got involved in the murder.
You don't know that either.
Well, we know, so we don't even know you're a part of it at all.
No.
You guys know nothing about murder.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
The only thing you know is that I was accused of murder and you three are being questioned. That's it.
Yeah.
Say, all right, you know what? We'll get our answers when they ask us. Just make sure that you have the idea to find out where these accusations are coming from, and we're going to narrow this down because we can't do JP any good by breaking into a fortress.
Yeah. I don't know how I could get him out. Was there well, I'm just talking to Neil here. Was it like many stories high or like
The wall's about 12 feet high. It's a tall wall.
and the guards were like up there or like at the
Yeah,
ground.
I mean, there's a platform on the inside of the wall that allows them to walk along it, and the building inside the wall is like 3 or 4 stories high. 4 stories high.
Okay, yeah. Nope, no ideas.
Yeah, so we're walking back. We're gonna go get a room and go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Cool. You guys go to sleep.
Yeah, we all three of us in the same room, and we station one guard throughout the night.
How do you split the bed?
Abigail sleeps on the floor, and Bregor and I share the bed.
No, I don't sleep on no floor.
We throw a pillow down there for her. She like curls up on the pillow.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. So next morning comes along. What do you guys? I mean, do you guys go? What does the party, not JP, do?
I mean, we have our plan, so I go down and have my apple juice at the tavern like normal, and just kind of listen to what people say and try to get a feel for the town.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go up to the bartender and ask the bartender if he's heard anything about the murder of the alchemist in town.
He says, "Yeah, the alchemist got murdered. They said that your ogre buddy had done it. It's the talk of the town. Everyone's been chatting about it since you left."
Do you know who accused him?
Well, the lord of the town is the one that made the decree to hunt him down. I don't know who told him, but he seems to be pushing the idea.
And who is the lord of the town?
Lord Fang.
Lord Fang.
Feng.
Fang. Okay.
Yeah.
And Lord Fang lives nearby?
Yeah, he lives in the fortress outside of town.
Where they hold the prisoners. The same one?
Well, he's got the dungeon,
Okay. All right. Thank you, bartender.
Mm-hmm.
I gesture to Bregor, like, "Come here, please."
I come there.
I can't help but notice that you asked him who made the accusations, and I appreciate you trying to get information. But if he were to go disappearing now, or if something were to happen to him, we'd be kind of up shit creek without a paddle right now.
That's true, but I also think that if he goes disappearing now, we're already suspects number one, so.
That's true. I think our plans our options rather are limited to just seeing what the hell happens. Maybe we can get Tugabutt a trial by fighting, a combat.
Or we could pay some kind of fine, maybe. A murder fine.
Could pay a fine. I think that's doable too.
Yeah. We might have some options.
While you guys are chatting, a couple of guards show up at the tavern. 6 guards this time. Well, the same guy that you slapped in the face, Jeff. He's looking pretty indignant. And they say, "We need you for questioning now."
I say, "That's fine, but can I please buy you each a round of your own drink first?"
No.
I reach back. No, I'm just kidding. I say, "Very well." And then I pile drive the rest of my apple juice into my face and go with them.
Okay.
So this is the next morning, or is this at night?
This is the next morning.
Okay.
You've been stuck with these people. The only one that really seems interested in talking is the lunatic. The guys in the other cell to your right, kind of like dirty ones, are pretty kind of sad and lonely, but they don't really want to talk. They just kind of look at you with sad eyes and then go back to their thing. So next day, what?
Did they just call Vincent for questioning, or all three of us?
No, all 3 of you.
Okay.
I just assumed the 2 of you went with him.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So the 3 of you end up taking back to the keep and marched into the audience room. There's like a little dais with a big chair, and this guy must be maybe 45 years old, maybe 50, kind of salt and pepper hair, kind of short beard, sits in the chair. He's not overweight, but he looks like he used to be super fit, and he's kind of like let it go. Sits in the chair, and he kind of like gestures you guys forward. And at that same time, JP gets marched out from a side entrance. 4 guards around him, arms and legs in shackles.
All right, I say, can you please tell us what this is all about? We're on a protection mission trying to get this caravan through the towns. While we were here, we were assaulted by an assassin. We held that off, but we barely had time to do any murder plots. I'd like to know why this is going on.
He kind of looks at you and says, I've heard all about your valiant effort in disarming assassins, and for which I thank you for keeping our town safe.
Disarming.
But it seems that your half-ogre friend here, he says with a little bit of a sneer, was involved in the murder of one of our citizens.
Well,
2 guards saw him carrying an unconscious body into the woods, and later they found a grave with the remains of the the potion maker. What's the word for potion maker?
Alchemist.
Alchemist. Thank you. With the remains of the town alchemist.
I say, Tutagub, is this true?
Before I answer, a quick question. Who all's in the room again? Is it just them 4 and a bunch of guards?
Them 4, a bunch of guards, the lord of the town, and some like random well-dressed people that look like they might be local merchants or kind of like well-to-do.
Is there... So when you say merchants, let's go deeper here. Do I recognize any of these merchants from visiting like the wizard shop or
No,
anything?
It's no one that you recognize. They seem kind of like hoity-toity, upper, like semi-upper class, like the guys that are trying to be fancy but they're not really. You know, it's kind of a small shit town. So the most upper class that they have.
Okay. All right.
They wouldn't be like merchants that actually run shops or merchants that own shops. You know,
sure. So let's roll back.
The town.
Let's roll back. Jeff, what did you ask me? You asked if it was true.
Did you do it?
Vincent, I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. I have no... Why would I kill someone?
Exactly. So I say to the lord, I say, he's not exactly inconspicuous. I'm sure he can explain what you saw him carry. We're very sorry for your loss, but there's no motivation for this. You've probably checked his person. He doesn't have gold on him or of any kind of renowned number. He's not... I mean, I don't think he did it, but what is the form of justice in this town? Like, are you saying he did and then you kill him? Do we now have to pay a fine? How's this work?
He looks at one of the guards that's kind of like on the walls and nods to him. He goes into a side room and says, wait one moment. A few minutes later, they come out with like some cloth they strung between 2 people, and it reeks. Drop it on the ground, open up, and there's like this dirty, decaying, like recently dead, starting to decay body.
Oh my God! Why did you bring a dead body into the room? What the fuck are you guys doing? That's disgusting.
This is the body that was found. This is what people saw you carrying. He's an easy man to identify.
How do I know I'm not? This could be anybody. Who identified this body? You could have picked this from the graveyard last night and tried to frame me.
The 2 guys and 2 guards kind of walk up and says, "Gentlemen, would you tell him what you saw?" And I said, "Well, saw this giant half-ogre, you there, carrying, who is easily identifiable as the alchemist from any distance, and kind of a easy face to identify."
Yeah, he is pretty fucking ugly. I agree.
And we followed you out into the woods, and we saw you burying him.
What? Well, okay, I guess that's your story. It sounds pretty fictitious to me.
Lord says that what reason do they have to...
What reason do I have to kill someone? Why would I just kill an alchemist for no reason?
I say to the Lord, look, there's no motivation. They said they saw it, which is fine. But the law can't possibly just be that someone says, I saw someone do something, and then we execute that person. So I said, let's leave it in the hands of whoever the fuck their god is.
List of gods.
Let's have the accuser do single combat with Tugabutt in a fair fight, And if Tugabut is innocent, then surely he'll win because he'll have nothing against him.
Kind of looks at you guys and says, "These are honored men of my watch, of the city watch. They have no reason to make things up. They're not troublemakers. They have been. One of them has even been decorated for valor in combat."
And I say, look, that's my friend, and we've saved people's lives, and we've come across here doing good things. If you want it to be known that people wander into your town and you just accuse people of murder and then have them executed, I'll make sure that nobody ever comes to your town again, and your fat ass can shrink down to a dime and die a lone man.
He glares at you and says, "Are you threatening me?"
If by threaten you mean I'll tell people how you treat guests, then yes, I will tell people that this is how it is done here.
You are ridiculous, but you make a fair point. We will proceed with an investigation into this murder. You can be guests here, which you were supposed to be last night. The guy who brought you in. We will keep this creature, with a sneer at JP, in the dungeon for the time being.
A creature?
I appreciate that.
Hold on, Jeff. I'm a half ogre. It's okay. You can call me that. You don't have to say creature.
Please call him a half creature in the future, but I appreciate your fairness. I just ask that you keep what I said in mind because I'm not interested in getting away with murder or having my friends get away with murder. I'm interested in fairness and justice. And as long as that's what you're pursuing, then I'm okay with it.
He nods and turns back to JP and says, "Where were you the night in question?"
I was at the bar drinking. Where else would I be?
So if we ask people at the bar where you were that night, they will say you were there?
Yeah, of course.
Did you go anywhere else?
No, I usually spend my nights at the bar and drink till I'm drunk.
You spent the whole night in the bar?
Yeah. I went upstairs after that.
Okay. We will.
I speak up and say, well, actually, Tadagab, don't you remember you got sick from drinking so much and you had to step outside for a minute?
Sick from drinking? That's a good story, Brigger.
Lord kind of looks between the two of you and says, "We will question people, see if you can confirm this alibi. Do you deny that you were carrying a person over your shoulder through the town?"
Absolutely. Why would I carry a person on my shoulder?
Okay. But if we cannot confirm that you were in the tavern that night, in the bar that night, you know that you are looking at a fairly grim sentence. The penalty for murder is hanging. Although I don't know if our gallows can support you, so we
I don't either.
We may just have to, decapitate you.
Well, that'll have to be a pretty strong sword, but you can go check all these people, have fun. I'll go spend some time in your elegant jail with this crazy person and some guy who thinks he's a badass next to me. By the way, what's his name? Can you tell me that?
I don't know such things.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back.
Anything?
I say, is it okay if Abigail hugs him? They are actually married, and she hasn't seen her husband in a while. It would be nice if you'd allow them a physical embrace.
His eyes go wide and says, "Her and
anatomically, it doesn't make sense, but love shows no bounds."
Because of the accident, you mean?
I'm just asking that you allow them to hug each other's, and then I look at Abigail and say,
"Please, sir, please, I'd love to hug my wife."
Love to be in close proximity to hug him.
Please, sir, I would love to.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever heard of. I'm not even asked. Yeah, you may hug your husband.
So as we go to do the loving embrace hug, I'm going to make sure that my head is opposite. So say if the lords are like to my left, I'm going to hug in on the left so I can whisper something into her ear without being seen.
You can't whisper into her ear, dude. You're 8 feet tall.
Shit.
She hugs your belly button, okay?
No, well, what if I jump to him to like give him the koala hug, huh?
So
well, I'm a loving wife, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess you leap up and throw your arms around his shoulders. Yeah. Again, like helps pick you up a little bit. You have 10 seconds to say something, JP. Go.
I whisper into her ear, use the potions, find the assassin.
Oh my god, JP.
Can't I just
Okay.
like slip
The
the
guards
potion in his
are-
pocket?
And pull you guys apart.
Wait. Could I slip the potion in his pocket, or is that impossible?
There's his pockets are too far down. You can't reach him. Your arm's around his neck.
Oh, jeez, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
All right. The guards
Well-
pull you guys apart.
That was the most useless advice I've ever gotten.
JP, you get dragged off to the dungeon.
Perfect.
The rest of you guys are escorted to bedrooms within the keep.
So he didn't get the potion, right? They just
No.
kind of fucked it up.
That was the most. Why did you want to talk to me, JP? You made me do this stupid hug.
Well, I didn't know that you wanted to give me a potion. What?
Well, why wouldn't I? Whatever. We can talk.
That's your fault, not mine.
It's your
sound like
fault
a
for wanting to
couple.
talk to me. Then I thought you had something special to say. You just told me the most.
I did. I
stupid
said
advice ever.
find the
That's like
assassin.
the stupidest advice, man.
No,
Like,
go
of
find the
course-
guy that you talked to. That
Of
told.
course.
Well, you fucking haven't done that. You
So they're like yelling and shouting at each other now that they're being pulled apart.
exactly.
Um,
All right. Let
once
me know when I'm
again,
back in the
reminded that
fucking.
My confidence in Abigail is waning. It's like even wavering at this point.
Let me know when I'm in the jail.
So you guys get escorted back to separate rooms, but they're actually nice rooms. You know, they're pretty lavish. Most of you have never seen rooms this nice before, actually. Yeah. So you guys are kind of like kept there for a while, and then after a few hours, the guards like take you out to this nice dining hall, and the Lord's there with a couple other people, and there's like a big feast, and everyone's like eating and drinking, and there's a couple of guards standing behind you at the dinner table.
Okay, I get
They've
up.
all requested that you disarm and take off your armor before you go.
Where did they ask us to like disarm and hand it to them?
No, leave it in your bedroom.
Okay. I am gonna hide my sword in the bedroom though.
Okay. Where?
Like I'm gonna rip up a floorboard and put underneath it. If it's not is it stone
Stone.
floor? Is it?
Yeah, stone floor.
It's stone.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna literally stick it like into the mattress.
It's like jump a sword through the mattress.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
But then my other sword is there, and my daggers, and my short sword, my
Okay.
shield. Anyways, we're at the dinner. I stand up. I grab a flagon of whatever it is we're drinking. I'm assuming it's some kind of mulled wine or alcohol of some sort.
Yeah.
I'm going to approach the Lord and ask him if I could pour him a cup and we could have a few words.
He says, as long as they are not regarding your friend, you may.
I say, a butterfly farts in East China, and an earthquake happens here. Who's to say what is attached to what?
Proceed.
Excellent.
I don't know of the
But,
place you speak of, but you seem
I pour him a glass, and I guess is he standing up next to me, or am I like ominously standing over him, or do I sit down next to him?
You can sit down next to him.
I sit down next to him, and I say, look, you have faith in your soldiers, and I respect that. Any good lord should. If you didn't have faith in your soldiers, I would think that there's something seriously wrong with you, your town, and your soldiers. I know my friend really well. He likes his drink. He's kind of a coward, but he is not a murderer. If anyone was going to murder someone, it would not be him. And
Not a pleasant dinner conversation.
I understand
Perhaps
that.
we could speak about this another time in a more formal setting. I invited you here to dine with me and to be a gracious host, but if you're going to discuss such things, I might as well send you back to your room.
You know what? It was rude of me to try to do that. I apologize. As long as we can talk about it in the future, that's all I ask. And I am sorry for taking up your
You'll
time.
be given a chance to air your grievances at the trial.
I say, you know what? How about I tell you a story about the time we totally fucked up a bunch of hellhounds?
I would love to hear such a story.
I tell him that story. And then afterwards I say, would you like to
Make
hear
a
about the
charisma check.
time... A charisma check? Sure.
Yeah, D20 plus your charisma.
I don't know what my charisma is. Is it
Your charisma is 13.
13. 24.
All right. You tell the story decently well. He's impressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he want me to tell another one, do you think?
No, one of the other guys is trying to get his ear about some stupid local politics. And he, like, seems engrossed in it. It's like, ooh, local politics. He said, what to her? Oh, my God. What?
And I walk away. Totally badass and awesome.
Anyone else want to say anything?
Slapped there, by the way?
No, he is elsewhere.
Okay.
There's only 4 guards in the room.
What about the guard with who I talked like that night when I said like? Don't you remember I talked to a guard?
Yeah, he's not in. He
wasn't at the trial either.
No. You've got not at all. There's the local town guard, and then there's like the military guard for the keep. So the local town guard, and they are quite different. The people you see here are the actual more militant trained group. The town guard is more paramilitary.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else want to say anything at dinner?
I show my Hellhound cloak to back up Vincent's story.
That's a little bit story. It's a little more impressive now.
I said I show my Hellhound cloak to back up his story.
Don't you still have one tooth as well?
Yeah, I don't show him that though. I only showed him the cloak.
What have you done
with
with
it? The tooth is private.
You like walk by and flash him your cloak or something like that?
Yeah, he's like, he comes over and spins it in front of him. He's like, oh yeah.
It looks like
he looks and he goes, "Is that Hellhound?" And I say, "Yes, yes, it is."
Dressed in my finest Hellhound garb. Keeps me warm, if you know what I mean.
Next morning rolls around.
Oh, I don't get any interactions in the jail.
Do you try and interact with someone?
Yeah,
Crazy guy trying to drink on urine.
No, I want to talk to the guy that punched me.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you trying to say to him?
So is he still in the same jail cell?
Yeah.
So I'll be like, "Hey, buddy, it's nice to see you again. How are you doing tonight?" What's his reaction?
He's ignoring you.
Come up to the thing again. See if you can punch me.
He keeps ignoring you.
Really? You're just gonna keep ignoring me? Does he do anything?
No.
All right. I'll say command dance and point at the guy.
He gets up and he starts doing a little jig.
Do the Macarena.
He kind of. I mean, the command is only one word, so.
Right.
He's just dancing, and then after a minute, like it stops and slows, and he looks at you with like a look of horror.
Yeah. You want to talk now? No, you're still not gonna talk.
What do you want, you devil?
All right, look. I'm trying to. What are you in here for? I'm trying to help you out. Maybe we can figure a way out of here.
I'm in here for breaking the back of some guy.
Really? Did he deserve it?
What do you think?
Well, I mean, that's why I'm asking. I don't know what I think. I guess
Of course he deserved it.
What did he do to you?
Cheated me in a game of dice.
Oh, so you're one of those. Are you a gambling type?
He kind of gives you a look that says, "Well, duh, I was playing dice."
You want to try to see if we can get out of here tonight? Then try to gamble your life. You want to do that?
Looks around and says, kind of comes close to the bars and says, "What do you think you can do?"
Well, I want to. So when he says that, I'll go over and can I tap the wall to see or get an idea of how thick it is?
Yeah. You knock on the wall and it sounds like, I mean, it's stone.
Yeah.
So it's pretty, and you're also underground, so it's pretty thick.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I was underground. I guess I didn't catch that.
Yeah. No, you're definitely underground.
So I'll look at him and say, well, we could try to fake a fight, get the guards to come in here and have them pull us off and take the guards out, maybe walk out that way. It's pretty heavily fortified. Do you know anyone else here inside of the jail? Do you know any of these other guys?
Nah.
Well, why don't we see if they want to have some fun tonight as well and talk to them, and maybe we can get a combined effort here to try to break free. Or get out of this jail is what I'm saying.
He looks around and says, I don't trust any of these people.
Do you trust me?
No.
What can I do to earn your trust? So, because I mean, if we don't
Get
trust
me
each
out of
other,
here, and I'll trust you.
okay, all right. Well, how many guards? You've been here for how long? Couple days?
A week.
Have you studied the guard layout at all? Do you know that?
2 down here in the dungeon. I don't know who's outside.
Can I tell if this guy is stronger than me
Yeah.
by a large margin?
You're pretty weak, dude.
Okay.
He's probably Jeff strong, maybe not quite as much.
Okay.
And Jeff is pretty fucking ripped.
So I'll ask the guy, hey, if I can get those 2 guards to come over here, and you could somehow reach your hand through the bars, do you think you could take 1 or 2 of them out? Maybe by pulling them through the bar, knocking them out, or something like that.
Kind of looks at you and says, "They've got swords. I think they'd skewer me."
Well, I can make one of them. I can make one of them dance for a minute. So there would only be one that you could really. Are you strong enough to take him out in a single move? You think?
Maybe.
What if I maybe made you a little bit stronger for a portion of time? Would that do it?
He glares at you and says, "What sorcery is this?"
It's just a fun spell. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You're just going to be a little bit stronger.
I guess it's worth a shot.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to call the 2 guards over. I'll make one of them preoccupied.
They don't come over.
Do what?
They don't come over.
They won't come into the dungeon even if I'm like...
I mean, they're like in the dungeon, but they're kind of like at the end and they've got like a little setup, like a little room where they hang out.
So I couldn't, even if I like screamed loud and say like the lunatic's trying to stab me or something, I couldn't get them to come over?
I don't know. Did you try?
No. This is what I'm telling the guy. I thought that was out of character for you, no? That they won't come over?
I thought you were telling me as a DM, I do this.
No. I was telling the guy, like, here's what we do. We're going to call both of them over. I'll make one of them preoccupied. You need to try to take out that one. And then if I can, I'll try to grab this one. Maybe get him inside of the jail cell with me so I can possibly get my arms around him. Or
how do you expect to get him over here?
Well, I mean, this crazy guy's in the same jail cell with me. I don't know. I'll inflict a wound on myself and say that he's hurting me and I need to be moved to another jail cell. How's that?
Are you going to... I guess you can try. I don't know if it'll work. They seem pretty indignant. Or indifferent. That's the word I'm looking for.
Well, I mean, if it fails, then what do we lose, you know? It's not like they're going to be more upset at us.
He nods.
Okay. So, is the lunatic still awake and all that? He's still preaching about Mortis?
He's kind of whispering to himself in a corner.
Okay, so I'll go over to Mortis and just kind of like push him a little bit. So how does he react? He
recoils and stares at you and says, "He's coming for us. He's coming for us."
I'll just look at him and say, "Escape." Very simple.
There is no escape. There's nothing but death. Death is coming. Mortis is coming.
I'm Mortis.
He kind of shakes his head and goes back to his thing and keeps mumbling to himself.
I'll throw him and say, "No, I'm Mortis. I'm here to kill you."
His eyes go big and wide, and he starts screaming at the top of his lungs.
Do the guards notice anything?
One of them yells, "Shut up in there!"
But this guy is insane. Can you get me out of this jail cell? He's talking about Mortis. I'm afraid he's gonna hurt me. I don't really think that your lord's gonna be very happy about that, especially if my friend goes and tells everyone that you guys can't even run a dungeon. Can you move me to another cell?
One of the guys peeks his head out of his area, says, "You're 8 feet tall. Deal with it."
But this guy's crazy. What? How can I can't defend myself in here if he comes at me. The only way I can defend myself is by hurting him. And again, you guys are running a shitty dungeon if 2 people are fighting themselves.
They don't seem to react.
Okay, what's the floor? Is it stone?
Yep.
Pull it.
Is it like gravel or is it just a flat stone? Are there any rocks?
It's stones with mortar between them. And iron cell bars.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to one of the other cells and like both hands grab the cell and hit myself in the head to try to make it look like the other guy hit me.
You crack your head against the bars?
Yes.
Okay. It hurts like a son of a bitch, and you start bleeding from like where your skin tore.
No
Perfect.
jumping.
You're slightly dazed.
Perfect. So I'll act out and be like, "Oh, stop it, stop hitting me, this lunatic! What am I supposed to do now? He's hit me. I'm bleeding from the head. Can you please move me to another cell? You can shackle my hands. You can do whatever you want to make you feel safe."
How ridiculous it is for you to say he hit me in the head when you're 8 feet tall.
Guards, he hit me. He struck me.
I was on the ground sleeping. I guess I don't know.
You guards.
They completely ignore you.
Ah. I can't use any of the spells to save him. Fuck, there's like no way I can get the cards from over. So I'll go back over to the jail cell and be like, "Look, man, those guards aren't moving. Do you have any ideas yourself?"
Not really. Maybe next time they come to feed us.
Oh, yeah, what time of day do they usually come? Do you know the
I don't even
routine?
know what time of day it is. I don't even know what day it is.
Okay, let's do next time they come to feed us. My head hurts like a son of a bitch, man. We gotta sleep through the night. Next time they come to feed us, though, let's enact the plan, and we'll see what happens. Does that sound good to you?
He nods.
Okay. Good dance, by the way.
back
You're talented.
I use the
Back to you
bathroom
guys.
quick. Well, one sec. Well,
I was gonna say,
Well,
do you have anything you want to do before you go to bed? Do you sleep with
Bryce.
your sword in your mattress?
no, I yell. I pull that out, and I'm like, when I go to sleep, I have my shit around me, dude. I'm like really battle hardened.
Okay.
Got my daggers under my pillow. I've got my longsword hidden like to the left of the bed, away from the door, and then I've got my prize sword with me.
Okay. The other two of you? Excellent.
Yep.
Good.
All right. Well,
I'm trying to think if I do, but I don't know.
Okay.
is everyone
Yeah.
going to sleep? Let's take a quick break here, Jeff. I know you want to go use the restroom. I know people were also asking for breaks in the chat more frequently last time, so I think this is a good break.
Just like a 2-minute one or something, right?
2 or 3 minute break. Yeah, it won't be long at all. And when we come back, we'll figure out what happens next. So we will
All right,
see you
very
guys in just a little bit.